Hi Taurus, welcome to your extended weekly tarot forecast with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So if you're a sun, moon or rising sign Taurus, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that's just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you so much to all of you that have been a part of Radiant Reality for all of 2021. And for those of you, I know there's quite a few of you that are my hardcore ride or dies that have been with me from the beginning, and it really does mean the absolute world. I truly hope you have a wonderful holiday season and an amazing end to this year. It really does mean a lot. So for those of you that are continued subbies, you know Rafi loves you. And for those of you that are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. All right, so for your keys to the week, so we're doing an extended one this time round, just so that I can bring you all of the other stuff that I would like to get out before the end of the year as well. You have the Sun card and the Judgment card, right? This really for me speaks to massive transformation, right? Massive soul illumination. This is a moment at which something on the inner planes is really becoming very clear to you, whether this is a goal, a hope, a wish, a vision. This is something that bubbles up from the depths of your soul. Forget just your consciousness. It's maybe not even on a consciousness level, not until it gets to the Sun card, right? It's coming from a really deep place within you. Over the next 2 weeks, there's something that is being illuminated from the soul of you, from the core, from the being of all that you are. For some of you, this might manifest as a dream or a vision of some sort that comes from the other world. For some of you, this could just come as a personal illumination of some sort. Maybe you see yourself in relation to the world, in relation to your people, just vastly different. This is such a wonderful combination because it suggests that for some of you as well, for those of you that are sensitive enough, you might feel loved ones that have passed over. You may feel something, like I said, from the other world that just touches your soul in a really beautiful but very profound way. This is you being open in all senses of what that means, right? And because you've got the Judgment card there, this is something that comes from the deep, right? And not like the gloomy stuff, right? We're not talking about that here, because you've got this coupled with the Sun card. This is something that comes from the depths of who you are, that is maybe touched by the creator, or is the creator, but in, you know, you in human form. And I know I'm getting sort of out there with the woo-woo, but I can't really explain it any better than this. This is such a beautiful and such a profound energy, and it could be one that really shifts something on the internal level, where you feel something so deeply in the heart space that it just radiates out of you. You could be so vibrant and buoyant and loving and open and warm over the course of this next 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm definitely checking in with my Taurus people. I'm gonna keep him close, right? You know, that being said, it's just a truly wonderful energy. What it also suggests as well is that this self-illumination that takes place could really see you finding a new level of compassion for the world, but more importantly for yourself. And when you find that compassion for yourself on the internal level, and it comes from within rather than something external, it's so much more profound, and more importantly, it filters out into your world. So this next 2 weeks really does serve to, you know, make you a better version of yourself, right? Just it's really lovely. And not only that, this could be a blessing of sorts that comes back around, right? This could be something that comes up or shows up for you, and you think, wow, you know, I never had the chance to go for that opportunity. And over the course of this next 2 weeks, you find, you know what, this is back on, it's happening again. So this could be truly wonderful. All right, for your actions and options, you have the 9 of Swords. So don't tap into this, right? Don't do this. Get the 9 of Swords, when you condense it down to a single line, one thing that I would say, get out of your head. Get out of your head and into your body, right? Taurus doesn't necessarily do so well in here. You guys are practical and tangible and physical, and you are, in a sense as well, I've always seen Taurus as very maternal, you know, or paternal. I don't know why. I've always got that vibe from you guys. It's like a, you know, or certainly the people that I know that are Taurians, they act like parents. They really do. So yeah, it's kind of cool. All right. So the fact that you've got this Nine of Swords as well, don't worry about what can't be done, and don't let yourself slip into this idea that, all things are your responsibility. All right, that's the thing that I want to say to you. Like, over this course of this next 2 weeks, maybe that's the thing that comes. Maybe that's the realization, this illumination that yes, while that is noble, it's also not a healthy aspect of my ego, right? And I can find a way to put that in a bubble and to smooth some of the edges off so that I don't burn myself out trying to be all things to all people. So in a way, I actually kind of like this. Like, I kind of feel like it feeds into this self-illumination. It does suggest that the next 2 weeks sleep might be a little bit of an issue. It might be elusive. It's kind of funny actually as well that card comes up with that, because Aries had the same message but through a different combination of cards. So I wonder if this is going to be a global thing for the sleep stuff. I'll be intrigued. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Page of Cups. This is really nice. Okay, so this is not only heart-based communication, it's about communication from the heart set, not the mindset, right? This is coming down out of here and into here, and a lot of the conversation and the communication that you have this week is likely to be very bright. This next 2 weeks is likely to be very bright, very beautiful. It's also going to be a week where your intuition is going to be at an all-time high. You've got 2 hits of intuitive energies here. You've got the Judgment card, which is, it is intuitive, but it's very deep intuition. It's not like, you know, Judgment intuition, the intuition that comes through the Judgment card, it tends to be bone deep, soul deep, you know, or as the Oracle would say, excuse my language, but balls to bone. It's stuff that you know, right? That once you know it, you can't unknow it. It doesn't go away. Like, you know it so intrinsically that it's part of the fiber of your being. Whereas the Page of Cups, this is a lot more of that kind of almost Neptunian, like, you know, like there's that dreamy sort of quality to it. Intuition is going to be at an all-time high this week, and through some of your conversations you may conceive ideas. You may have some conversations this week that highlight to you how you can make certain ideas come to life, how you can make certain things real or tangible. Or maybe for some of you this is about a new direction that is supposed to open up for you. When it comes to those of you that are employed, this is going to be a week where you certainly feel that things are lighter and brighter. It could also be a week where you feel a lot more appreciated. And I think everybody in some way, shape or form, you know, certainly people that are still, you know what, I'm not even going to go down that path. I'm just going to, you know, be quiet, but you get my point. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, I mean, in a lot of ways, this could be you finding a way to bring something new to the world that also helps the people that are going to help build this or help put it out for you. Maybe this is that you're creating a new service. Maybe this is you're taking on new people. Maybe this is that you have an idea to bring more community or a more community feel to something that you're doing. This could be really, really nice, actually. And I really feel like if you allow this to lead, the results can be truly spectacular. And then for those of you that are retired or no longer working, this would be a time to spend with not only loved ones but younger loved ones, right? It's going to be your children, your children's children, your grandchildren, your nieces, nephews. Anybody that has that sort of vibrant, youthful energy about them is really gonna, like, around this next 2 weeks, there's something about connecting to youthful energy or children that will really get your own creative and intuitive faculties going. All right, so this could be a really nice time. For your love and relations, you've got the Ace of Cups. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, your partner could see you this week getting maybe a little bit frazzled, or, you know, maybe it's like you're running around and you're like, is everybody okay? Is it da-da-da-da-da-da? And your partner's just like, it's all fine. Relax, right? It's not usual for Taurus to be up here, but that Nine of Swords suggests that you might be for any number of reasons. But that Ace of Cups, it's like your partner, your boyfriend, your husband, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. It's like they just got you, right? And they're going to bring you, you know, from an 11 back down to a cozy, toasty 6 or 7. You know, but it's just a really nice energy, especially because you've got this with that Page of Cups, which suggests to me actually that even if you're worried about it, your holiday season is smooth. All right, for those of you that are partner in commitments as well, there is a very fertile energy around you this week. So for those of you that are single, Ace of Cups, right? Whoever it is that's in the picture, whoever it is that shows up for you this week. And that Nine of Swords suggests to me that you're going to know this. You know, when you meet somebody and you just feel really like nervous around them, or you're like, you get flustered, or it's only ever happened to me twice, you know, and I count myself fortunate for that. But this could be that week where, like, if you're single and you're looking and you're open to a relationship, you might meet somebody this week, and this next 2 weeks, like when you connect with them, there's something that just maybe they put you on edge, but not in like an awful, horrible, scary way, just in like a, is it hot? Is it warm? I feel really, what was the question? You know, you could be really out of sorts. I like this for you. So be open to the possibilities. For your money and materials, you've got the 10 of Wands, right? So I'm going to go straight to the home sector with this. For a select few of you, this next fortnight may highlight to you that you are either ready to change home, that you're ready to move. For some of you, you might get into a relationship with somebody that's either long distance, maybe somebody that prompts or, you know, maybe highlights the need for a move or some sort of travel. For some of you, you might be doing some sort of travel as well. You know, very likely around this time of year, although with the craziness of the world, maybe not. When it comes to your money and your finances and your resources, for some of you, this looks like you're clearing a debt. Maybe this is, you know, like, you know, sometimes when you get to the end of year and you're like, okay, I've got this in my savings, I've got this last thing to pay off. Done, right? So this could be wonderful. For some of you, could be in the space that you need to be to clear a debt, to end something. And, you know, my advice to you would be, if you can do that, do it, so that you go into the new year without that extra bit of baggage. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this card is usually your back and your lower back at that. And it's funny that it comes up, because if you have challenges or issues with the lower back, it tends to be finance related. So release yourself of that burden. If you're in a position to do so, just do it, right? It's one less thing for you to worry about in the new year. Now, when it comes to your new moon message, because we've got a new moon on the 2nd of January, which I'll be talking about at the time, you have the Gate 30 and Holding. One of the things that I love about this card, and I always say this, it's like the eagle basically reminds you, whatever the dream is, whatever the newfound reality is that sets in for you, whatever this illumination brings to you, this new moon is going to help you cement it. Whatever shows up for you around the new moon, hold on to it and do not let it go, right? With everything that you are, you clamp onto it and you do not let go. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a wonderful end of year. Take care. It's been my absolute pleasure to serve you over this year, and I will speak to you soon.